Hey guys, my name is Kova and welcome back to another episode of War Thunder. This episode we're going to be taking a look at the P-51. Not just any P-51, this is the American P-51 with the 4 Hispanos 20mm cannons. So this is my first impressions, first time flying this out. I've actually test flown this plane when it first came out, so I have sort of flown it. I don't really remember how it is, but last time I flew it, it felt like really heavy and kind of shit actually. So I'm not really sure how this is gonna go. I don't know if they've maybe changed anything, but basically I don't have any modifications as you can see here. So I don't really know too much about this plane. I love the actual good P-51s, like these ones here. And this one's like the older, like one of the first P-51s. So I'm not really sure if it's gonna like fly similar or anything. It's got the same body except for the engine, propeller, canopy and everything 20mm, so I'm pretty sure the other one, the newer one, is lighter, but I'm not really sure. So we're gonna take this out, we're gonna see how it flies, and hopefully we actually do well. So we're on Norway, and for those of you who follow my other videos on my channel, you will know that I don't really like Norway, especially in propellers, like planes with props and everything like that, because the map is so big. It takes like a quite some time to actually get across the different locations, especially if you're in like a bomber or something. So I'm gonna see. This doesn't seem like it can climb at 15 degrees, but basically what I'm gonna do is I don't like to rush in, so I'm just gonna climb at a low speed and try and get as much altitude as I can without going too fast, so I can sort of stick with my team. We're against the Germans, so they're probably going to be climbing higher. I'm I'm like 100% sure that the German planes cannot climb this plane. Even if they take off from the ground, they can probably still outclimb this plane. I'm gonna see what 10. Yeah, so between 15 and 10 is its like optimal climb rate, I guess you could say. So already I can see like this thing doesn't roll very well. The 20mm cannons, these are like Mark 1s, I think, and I'm not the greatest in them. It's been a while since I've actually used a plane with them, so I'm not really sure how this is going to go in terms of aiming wise. But if you actually get hits with these 20mm, they're pretty much rips wings off like crazy. So we're not in some actions just yet. I'm still climbing, but I just thought I'd make a little point here. I'm very familiar with the history of American aircraft, and I know the history of this plane, and basically it's got the same engine as the P-40, so it's pretty bad at high altitude. So it's not like the P-51 that is great at high altitude and low altitude or anything. This thing is like shit at high altitude, and you could probably already see that because last time I didn't change my climb rate at all. I was at 300 kilometers an hour. Already we lost about 15 kilometers an hour of speed, and we're still dropping speed, so I'm gonna have to lower the climb rate a little to keep up that speed at 300 kilometers an hour. Don't want to be going too slow because, like I said, this thing doesn't roll very well or maneuver really well from what I've seen. So I want to have a bit of speed at all times, just in case. So so if this thing's optimal, I guess height would be at low altitude, not high altitude. So it's really gonna suffer at high altitude. There's a P-47 right there. So I'm going to level out and try and get more speed. And I'm willing to bet that there's going to be more. And there's another P-47, sorry. I'm going to go off to the side. I don't want to go head on with this thing. I'm pretty sure this P-47 can outturn this thing. I don't know. Like, I really think that this plane is pretty shit. If he comes head on with me, I'm going to dodge that. He's got, like, what, 8 50 cals? I got like what 420s. That's not really a good trade-off. I think his guns are really accurate, so I'm just gonna follow him. I think he's probably gonna dive through the clouds, so I lose contact with him. But I seem to be catching him at the moment. He's probably going for that B-25 if he can see it. So we're pretty off center. Everything's 6 kilometers away, 7. So this is good. I'm actually pretty satisfied with this one. Oh wow, I'm overheating, so I'm gonna cut off on the more emergency power. So I'm catching this guy, and he seems like he's going for that B-25. I don't think he sees. I don't think he sees the B-25. So I'm gonna See, I like to wait, get closer. And critical. That was a good hit. I think his wing off. Just got shut off. I'm just gonna finish him off actually. I think he's going down. So yeah, he's obviously going down. I want to confirm my kill there, but he's like my team. I don't know. Is there another guy? Yeah, this guy's going after him. He's already going down. I don't know why he's going after him. He's wasting. That's just a complete waste right there. I'm gonna get my altitude back and hopefully he crashes before this guy shoots him down, so we can get our kill. There it is, our first kill. So I'm gonna level off. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. My God, I saw him on the map. I didn't know what was going on. So I'm gonna try and cool down the engine. It's an F4. Okay, I don't really want to deal with that. We'll put the engine back on. I think he can he can definitely outmaneuver me. But doesn't mean I can't dogfight with him. Okay, our engine, he's gonna boom into him. He's going back up there. I'm actually catching him. That's interesting. I'm not gonna do any long range shots. He's doing like a loop down, so yeah, this thing really like locks up. Maybe not locks up. It's probably a poor choice of words, but it's like it doesn't like the unresponsive rudder, I guess you could say. I don't know. It's not like the P-40. Got some hits on him. I think we got him here. He's dodging, but we seem to be no, he's losing us in the dive. So I'm gonna level out. Oh, I thought he was turning. I'm gonna level out because I don't want to rip my wings. And yeah, I don't know where he's going. I got some hits on him. That's obviously not enough, unless some miraculous thing happens. But I don't want to lose all my altitude for that. This is a 109 behind me coming in. 3.4. No, I'm losing him too. So I don't want to. He might be going for this P-47. If he does, he'd be in a dogfight, and he would probably turn. So that means I'll be able to catch him. So I'm gonna lay off the throttle again. I need to cool down that engine. It overheats pretty quickly. We're losing speed here, but we need to cool that thing down. Okay, we'll put it back up to full power. So there's a lot of AA there, so I don't really want to go there. But that P-47 doesn't really have a chance again. I mean, with the AA and this 109 rat can outturn him. Like the odds aren't in his favor. They're at low altitude, low speed. This thing can outturn him, so I'm gonna see if I can assist. This guy's turning, just like I said he would turn. So I'm gonna sort of loop up and go behind him. Like right there. We have another friendly with us right now, so this might be for nothing. I can't see him. Oh, there he is. So now we are pulling up on his tail. He is looping up. A lot of spraying we did there, but we got plenty of ammo. Shot his wing off. That's our second kill. So let's get out of here as soon as, like, as fast as possible. With all this AA, I don't really like it. I'm gonna stay around and shoot it down. So that didn't take too long. This guy is probably coming head on with me. I don't want that because he'll absolutely wreck me. So I'm just gonna try and duke him or something. I'm not sure how you would call that. Get on his tail. He's like a split S, I think it's called. And now we're behind him. He's going pretty quick, so unless he tries to maneuver, he's turning. Is he? Okay, now we're catching him. Looks like this is gonna be our third kill. Hopefully, I don't want to get too cocky here, but we are catching him. He's damaged, and actually, yeah, no, he's diving. This guy can outdive us. I'm just gonna follow him right now. I'm not gonna like burn my engine trying to catch him, but I'll just stick behind him. I think I can keep my energy better than he can in a straight line. I'm actually pretty surprised in this plane. It's actually doing pretty well. I thought it would be kind of shit actually, because it would be heavy it would have like a bad engine, would be bad at high altitude. Not really what I like to play, but it actually, if you have a decent speed, it can it can maneuver pretty well. And the guns are great as always. The Hispanos are always good, but overall it seems seems pretty solid. It's a well balanced plane. No one's using this on my team, so I'm like the only one. So I don't know. When I first joined in, I got the impression that nobody plays this plane because it's bad. But so far, it seems to be going pretty well, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. We got another P-47 next to us on our team. He's flying to his base, and that's a problem because of the AA there, the massive amount of AA. And I'm willing to bet that if I chase him and try to shoot him down, I will get shot down as well. So I'm gonna try and like get a little bit more altitude so I can maybe he'll go get the kill, and then I can maybe pop in when I have a bit of an advantage. So is there another one? No, I thought there was another one. So there's like 2 guys left. This guy, I think he's got 0 points, so it seems like he didn't really do anything. I don't know, maybe he's AFK on the runway, or he's a bomber or something, or a fighter at really high altitude. This FW is pretty quick. I thought I'd be able to catch him. Alright, so he looks like he's gonna probably circle around his airfield for a bit. He's turning. I'm assuming he's gonna turn around, and try to come head on with us. I'm gonna climb up and let him go for that guy, because if he goes head on with the P-47, I'm pretty sure the P-47 can take him out. But I don't know what he's doing. Okay, if he's going straight, so I'm gonna see if I can cut him off by going this way. And he changed direction. This is really, I'm not really sure what he's doing. He's definitely damaged. It's black smoke, so it's oil, so I can only imagine that his engine is overheating right now. And it looks like a bit of fuel leak too. Yeah. No, I think it's just oil. He's going straight up. He's done. This P-47's probably gonna take him out. And there it is. See that? Took him out. So that's 1 guy left. So we're just gonna go find that guy, and I'll skip 2 when we find him. Alright, so we got a P-47 coming on us. This is not looking good. Oh, he switched. He went to that guy. So I'm gonna turn around and see if I can help. So we're in a bad situation right now. He's got the altitude advantage, and our engine is pretty hot, and our oil is actually starting to overheat too. So I might risk it and go head on. It's really stupid. Don't go head on. 50 cals are really accurate. They're lower caliber than me, but they're really accurate, so you don't really want to do that. And if I pitch up, I'll stall, so I'm just gonna see what he's gonna do. It's gonna be an interesting dogfight here. And he's continuing. Wait, is he turning around? No, so that P-47 passed me, so I'm gonna turn around. It's not so much of a tight turn. I don't want to lose all my speed. And we're back. So he's coming towards me. I'm actually gonna see if I can risk it and go head on. I might go to get him, and I got him. There. That was a 3rd kill. That was really risky. Honestly, I shouldn't have done that. I was actually really lucky that he missed his shots. I didn't even take any hits at all. He missed completely. But I was aiming for his wing and sort of like left of his plane. So that pretty much blew his wing off. But still, like, I wouldn't do that, especially from long range. If you're going like literally head-on level flight and you're going head-on, I wouldn't do that with the P-47, because I used to play with a P-51, and I'd go head-on with planes with like a mass amount of firepower, and all I would do is like fire from like 1.5 kilometers away with like armor piercing or Omni or something like that, and it would just snipe the pilot out. It would instant kill him, and then I would dodge, like quickly maneuver out of the way and dodge their like low velocity cannon fire, and I would like one-shot them without getting a hit. So that's pretty much what 50 cals will do to you. And that guy had them. He had 8 actually, which is an absurd amount. So really, that was really risky what I did, but he's the last guy. He was getting kind of cocky, it would seem. He had the altitude, and I had a good shot, so I took it, and it worked out in my favor. So that was a great game, actually. We won, and we got 3 kills. So we got 34,000 lions. We came in 3rd place with 3 kills, and we got 1,500 about modification research and 2,700 vehicle research. So that's going to our A36, which we will have another video coming out soon on this. I'm pretty excited to play this plane. Seems like it's really good. And we got a radiator upgrade, so that's probably like the first time we've done a first impression video, and we actually got an upgrade straight away, so that's pretty good. So as always, at the end of a first impressions video, I say my final thoughts. This plane is actually, I'm very surprised. It's surprisingly good. I'm not saying that just because I got 3 kills and a win literally on my first time flying this plane. That is not why I'm saying that. It's just based on like the way it flies. And personally, I really like the way it flies. The cannons are great. I usually find that when you get the cannon upgrades, it's a lot better because they're kind of inaccurate. The climb rate isn't that great, and it's really bad at high altitude. But it still flies great. Like the maneuverability is average. It like has a decent speed. Like it's actually pretty quick, and I like that. I like planes that are fast and average maneuverable, something like the new P-51. Like I'm comparing this a lot to the P-51, like the one that was already in the game, but it's true. Like this plane flies pretty similar to that. My only complaint for this thing is the altitude. It doesn't fly very good at high altitude, especially the climb rate. Like the engine power diminishes very rapidly when you get to a certain height. I think it was like 4,000 and up is when I started noticing the speed decrease. And I did mention that this plane is completely stock. I keep mentioning that, but that was its performance completely stock. So if that was that great, I think, imagine when you have it fully upgraded. It's going to be a pretty tough competitor plane. So should you get this plane? I definitely think you should. If your playstyle is similar to mine, yes, this thing is a lot of fun, and I've been playing it a lot. And because it's a low tier plane, getting upgrades is not expensive. Like look at this fuselage repair, 1,300 research. Like that's nothing. You compare that to like something like this jet here. It's 17,000 for like upgrades here, and 13,000 for like the lowest one. So really, like, you can get all these upgrades and max this plane out very quickly. So that's great. But still, like, if you buy this plane and you don't get the same results as me, don't get mad or quit or like say this plane is bad or anything, because it's not. Really, I don't think it's bad. If you'd like to see more gameplay on this P-51 or a more in-depth review on it, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to max out this plane with upgrades and fly it again then. If you have another plane or tank that you would like me to fly out next, please leave it in the comments below again, and I will fly that out next. So I'm going to call that a video, and as always guys, my name is Cobalt. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.